Welcome to my channel. Welcome back. If you're new, stop and subscribe because you're here already. Might as well subscribe. This video is going to be on this look. Not very wearable, I would say. Like, I'm not gonna go grocery shopping or do errands in this look, but it is pretty. I got inspired by a look I saw on Instagram. I think the page is Shannon Marks or Shannon something, some makeup artist, but she works with P. Louise, and I love P. Louise. I love that page. It's like bold. So yeah, so I was playing with some new things, got some new lashes, and yeah, so if you want to see how I got this look, just keep watching. Okay, so this is what look we're doing today. I'm gonna prep my eyelids. Where's my paint pot? With, you already know what I'm gonna say, it's the MAC paint pot. Can we just have a minute for this brow? Like, I don't know why it looks so clean, but it just does. I don't know about this one. Maybe it's because I have the eyes going on, but this one looks so clean. Like, so the first palette we're going to be dipping into is the Morphe, what is this? The 39S. I'm going to take a Makeup Geek outer V brush, just like I don't know, a brush, and go into this shade right here, and we're going for the halo, so I'm gonna go on both sides of my eyelid and build it up. And I really want this color to be really pigmented. Like, I want the deepest I can get it. And then I'm just gonna like wipe my brush on my paper towel and just wipe off the extra pigment on it and just kind of soften up the edge. I don't want to blend it out too far, I just want to soften it. Okay, and then I'm going to take a soft dome brush and go into the pink and work it right on the edge and blend it. And I'm going to go over to the other side all the way across and blend it on this side. And then I'm going to take a blending brush with no product and blend those out. Just soften them up. This one hair, stay back. I'm going to go into one more shade, this shade right here. I'm going to use the brush that we used to blend out and just focus it on the outer edge of everything. And then I'm gonna go back with our pencil brush with the first shade we used and make sure we didn't lose it anywhere. And then I'm gonna go with a smaller brush. I'm gonna go into the darkest maroon shade, which is this shade right here. And I'm gonna apply it right real tight on the outer V and inner corner. And then I'm gonna take the pencil brush we used and blend that out. Now we're gonna cut the crease. And of course I'm going to use Shape Tape. So I'm just going to use a small shader brush and go in with Shape Tape. And then I'm going to wipe off the extra concealer and just clean up the edges. Not clean them up, but soften them up. And then just tap in the middle so that everything's even. And then I'm going to use my pencil brush and go back into the very first shade we used and take it in. And then I'm going to use our soft dome brush with the, not the lightest pink we used, but the second lightest, the second color we used. And go right on top of that. I'm probably going to have to add more concealer to the middle to brighten it up again, but that's okay. And then just a little bit. I'm not adding concealer, I'm just using what's left on the brush. Then I'm going to go into a different palette. This is the QueenStash palette. And I'm going to go into Mary Jane, which is this really vibrant lime green. And I'm just going to pat it everywhere where we cut the crease. And I really want that pigment to be on there so that the color we put on top of it has a nice base. And then I'm going to take the pink brush we used and just soften them up. Kind of blend the pink and green together like so. And then on top of it for glitter, for like kind of like the shimmer that made it green and made it blue, I'm gonna use a Colourpop Super Shock shadow, and this is Cusp. And it's kind of like green teal with like green blue reflex, like glitters in it. I don't know if you can see it. It's got green in it though. I'm just gonna use my finger at first to kind of set down a little layer. And then I'm gonna use a brush to finish it off all the way up at the top, so I don't have to get it, so I don't get it everywhere, you know. Right on the top. And it kind of turns it blue, but it keeps kind of that green tint. Because on its own, this Colourpop shadow is just too sheer, and you get more just blue reflex, other than like that teal color. Let me get a drink of water because it's been a minute since I took a drink. By the way, I have a new sticker on my website, my hollow feather, and I restocked a bigger size for these stickers. So if you haven't checked out my website, check it out. And then I'm also gonna go into the Galaxy palette from Fenty Beauty and go into, yeah, this shade right here, which looks blue, but it's kind of greener. Not as green as this, but this is more like black in it. So I'm gonna use this one and just go right on top of this. And then I'm gonna take some of the pink shadows just to kind of clean up the glitter because it kind of got a little wild. And then I'm going to use this NYX Liquid Crystal. And this is in the shade Crystal Hip. And it's just like a clear glitter, but it's got like green blue reflex in it. And it's like a liner. So you put it on like a liner. And I'm just going to go right down the center all the way to the top. Okay, so I'm gonna let that kind of dry for a second. And then for the glitter on my brow bone and on my inner corner, I used this little itty bitty vial. It's so tiny, I wish I had something to show you how small it was. Hold on. Spoolie on my eyebrow pencil. So it's just about the size of my spoolie. Like, it's so, this is a super cute chunky glitter. I've been wanting to buy some chunky glitters. So I bought this. And hold on, let me make sure this is drying. To apply it, I'm gonna use the lash glue that I use for my lashes. How are my lashes looking, by the way? Okay, so now I'm pretty sure my glitter has dried. So I'm just gonna add a little of my lash glue, put it on the back, just the side of my tweezers, and then I'm gonna dot it where I want it. I'm gonna take actually the shade that from the Fenty Beauty palette that we used, that green. I'm gonna put it in my inner corner, kind of as a base inner highlight, and then also on my brow bone, but just ever so lightly. And then I'm going to take my lash glue on my tweezers And I'm just using a little dot, nothing too dramatic, and just dot it. And then I'm gonna dip my tweezer into the glitter and just tap it onto where I put the glue. So I'm gonna take the blending brush and go into the lightest pink we used, which was kind of that lavender, and just brush it across the bottom. And then with the pencil brush we used, I'm gonna go into that very first maroon shade and keep it really tight on my waterline. We're gonna go into this purple right here, this really great purple right here, and add that same brush that we used for that really dark color, but I'm gonna add this color instead, and just go. And then I'm gonna use that pencil brush and just soften this up a little bit. And then I'm gonna use a blue. This is a L'Oreal Infallible lip pencil, or not lip pencil, eye pencil in the shade, what shade is it? Cobalt Blue. And I'm gonna use that in my waterline. And see if it really shows up. Ooh, it does. And kind of makes that purple look a little blue. It looks cool. I'm actually going to use that purple and just kind of... So I'm going to add glue to my lashes. I'm using the Northern Lights lashes from... Whoa. I'm using the Northern Lights lashes from the Lash Kush. Super long and wispy, as you can fucking see. So I'm gonna add mascara. I'm just gonna use the Great Lash from Maybelline to do a quick coat. And then I always pull it down to make sure that it's actually attached to my lid. Okay. And there we have it. So I'm gonna go ahead and finish the rest of my face, and then we'll come back and we'll take a further view of this look. Okay, so this is the final look. I was gonna go neutral, more neutral and nude on the lips, but I was like, why? You know, why not go all out? You know, if I'm gonna be loud, I'm gonna be loud. And yeah, I kind of stepped out of my zone with that blue, but I love the way it came out. So if you like this video, give it a thumbs up, comment, tell me, you know, just comment something. Tell me how your day went. Tell me how, I don't know, just tell me something. Thank you guys for watching. I love you to death. Peace and love.